Hi, I'm Cheryl Moan, and I am a member of the Refresh Committee. Our committee consists of 12 people that have been working hard since last May to come up with a design for our church. We did offer some input, and we got a lot of good suggestions. And from those suggestions, we developed a plan. The plan told us that we have 4 main goals to accomplish. The first one is to assess the building maintenance needs, which we all know have been going on for years. Secondly, is to look at the safety issues that we have within our building. And third, we want to make sure that we have handicap accessibility for all members that come to our church. And the fourth goal was to create a new vision and a new refreshed look for our church. The good news is, with our team, the Refresh Committee, as well as Josh and Stephanie, who have been our professionals that have been helping us, we now have a plan that encompasses all of those goals. The good news, too, is that we can share that all with you today. Take it away, Josh and Stephanie.
Hello, my name's Josh Carlson. I am with Treasured Spaces, and I am from Lonsdale. Grew up between Lonsdale and New Prague, and I am thankful to be invited to help plan this project, and we're really excited to show you what we've come up with, and we hope you like it.
Hi, I'm Stephanie McKenna. I am an interior designer. I've had my own business for over 30 years. I have not ever advertised. All my business is through referrals. And Josh and I have worked together on a fair amount of projects. So we enjoy our synergy, as I hope you do. Looking forward to showing you what we have done, what we're creating here. I think it feels really good and hope you will too. When Josh and I sat down and looked at the photos of the church and tried to think about what we could do to create a more open, powerful feeling, we landed at the cross and wanting to get some light in there. So we did a huge piece of glass and enlarged the cross so that when you come in, you're drawn to the front. It's almost like God and nature are calling. After we did the glass, then we added the stone, which is very common in churches, and it was kind of missing here. So we wanted to bring some strength to that front wall. Everything else that we've done has emerged from that glass.
Yep.
And I also think it's important that we keep some of the old in with the new. We don't want to forget what you had here for so many years and the wonderful atmosphere you created. We're just trying to enhance that. And keeping the small stained glass on the front wall, I think, was very important. All the stained windows on the sides are staying the same. You will see that all the color has changed from blue to green. In my work period, I have found that green I call God's color. It's nature. So using the green and the wood just brings the natural environment in. One of the things that we're looking at doing is brightening the ceiling, and in doing that, it will accentuate the beams, which right now all the wood tones kind of all blend together, and you don't notice how powerful these beams are. And I think when we lighten the ceiling, they will just pop.
When we looked at the altar and the floor space around it, we noticed there's some accessibility issues. So we're proposing to eliminate one step from the altar or the floor area up there and then move the communion rail down to the first step. So when you go up for communion, you actually kneel on the first step. With reducing the number of steps all the way up to the altar actually stays within 2 inches of the height it is now in relation to the main church floor area. So even though we're reducing the steps, we're trying to keep the altar high, so you still get that powerful feeling. That altar's still kind of up there centered. So, and the altar or the communion railing, we'd be reusing what's there. We just reconfigure that slightly. So that's another thing that we plan to reuse, which I think is important. So we also noticed there's not a way to get a wheelchair up there, so we'd be adding a ramp for baptisms if anybody's in a wheelchair, or guest speakers, or anybody that needs to be up there that can't use the stairs. So we think that'll be helpful.
One of the things that we hope to change out are the pews. We'd like some of the rows to be chairs as opposed to pews, so that you have the flexibility to move them around and create different situations that work for your specific needs, and also for wheelchairs to have them choose if they care to be in the front of the church or the middle or the back. This will give them some freedom of choice in that area.
In addition to all the cosmetics and the excitement that we're adding here, we're also going to be doing some additional maintenance type things with the roof, and adding to or helping the energy efficiency in here with new rooftop heating, cooling units, and actually insulating the sanctuary roof, which it's currently not insulated at all. So we'd be adding insulation and re-roofing that, and also the flat roof on either side would be getting replaced. And part of that roofing would be removing the unsightly rooftop units that you see as you walk up to the church now that are on the right side. They kind of look shabby, so we'd be relocating them to kind of clean up the entrance look. We'd also be putting new siding on the front, or a new siding product that would be white, and it's smaller panels than it is now. I think it's a pretty clean look to drive up to, so we are excited about that as well.
When you enter into your newly refreshed space, we hope that you feel a sense of happiness and joy and a serenity that makes it a place that you want to come to often and share with the other members of your community.
Thank you very much for the opportunity thus far, and we both look forward to working with you throughout this project. Thank you.
Friends of Christiania, this is Pastor John. I'm so happy to get to this point, and really on behalf of Christiania, I'd like to thank Josh and Stephanie for all their great work, along with our Sanctuary Refresh team. Thank you for the countless hours that you've all put into this, the prayers, the thoughts, and the imagination. It is beautiful. And I'd like to invite all of you to be discerning, to be thinking about how you might support this project going forward. It is so great the way God has blessed this community of faith for so long. I really look forward to seeing what God does in us next.